Hello, hello, hello. My name is Troy White, financial educator and portfolio manager with Hoodoo Financial. Today we're talking about fun things. We're going to discuss art, film, music, and games, and crypto. Bottom line, the disruption is here. The blockchain and cryptocurrencies have disrupted these sectors, and it's a lot more coming out. But what I want to dive into first is video games. And I'm trying to talk fast so I can get some of these. It's a lot on the in this area. All right, blockchain-based games give an immersive experience. Fundamentally, I mean, uh, it can do a whole lot. Gaming rewards. Remember this: gaming rewards can accumulate genuine value. So now there's actual value being created in the game. The game is not just for fun. I mean it's for fun, but while you make fun, there's value being created. Players have unique profiles that can now be transferred between games. So the profile that you built up in another game that took you so long to get all the bells and whistles, well, you could actually transfer that to different games. You can create valuable player owned items, and players can actually sell these items for profit, again, to players that are all over the world, not just in your local locality. Crypto games are games that store tokens. Fundamentally, that's what's up. And you trade game items for cryptocurrencies. So I'll give you some analogies. So think about when 50 Cent had a character. I think it was the whole G Unit had characters inside of Grand Theft Auto. So now think about games like Roblox and Fortnite. So Roblox uses they have Robux, and Fortnite uses V-Bucks, and you use these bucks to buy things inside the game. And so in Fortnite, it's the skins. And so just brief commentary on that. I have a 9-year-old son. He's playing these games like a crazy person, right? With his friends all online. And so, now when I was growing up, you were cool if you had a pair of Jordans or something. Well, now you need different skins in Fortnite, different characters in the various games, different capabilities in the various games. And the only way you can acquire these things is, your parents got to buy it or something. There may, you can earn it through the games, but fundamentally, if my son's friend has a new, they call them skins, but basically it's a new visual for your character, then like that person is major cool. So now my son wants a new skin. Now these skins, I'll just give you a hypothetical. This doesn't currently exist, but let's just say Snoop put out a new album, and then to accompany the album, he made a skin for Fortnite. In the skin, he has maybe 5 different outfits you could wear, maybe 5 different weapons that you could buy, you know, hats, you know, a cane, maybe he's wearing a Crip outfit or something in one. Well, all of that has value, and I can damn sure tell you it's more value than the song that he wrote. You can sell this package that I just mentioned to you in Fortnite right now for $100, but a CD is going to give a download is going to get you $1 for your song. So the artists are expanding their repertoire of what they could do. So just like vaudeville, back in the day, you had to be a tap dancer, a singer, a comedian, an actor, and so on and so on and so on. Well, it's going back to that. You've got to be more diverse of an entrepreneur. You cannot just be a rapper no more. All right, that's the video games. Let's move on. The blockchain and musicians. Musicians are able to receive equitable royalty payments and prevent counterfeit tickets at venues, and record companies can now track streaming. So it's not necessarily that this will eliminate record companies, but it will expand your ability to make money in the creative arts. So you don't necessarily need the company to be a working musician to be successful. And this is already occurring. You know, there are successful rappers that you have never even heard of, that they don't go outside their little municipality. Only the people who they live around are the ones who care about them, but they are making excess wealth by doing so. All right, moving on. Instant payments to all artists who contributed to songs or albums via cryptocurrencies. I told you I'm an artist as well. I've worked on multiple albums over the years. Some of them I don't even remember what they were. I hear it on YouTube like, oh, I did that song in '95 or something. I'm not getting a dime from that. And this would prevent that. Everybody who played the bass, the guitar, the drums, or wrote a word can get paid through blockchain. And blockchain will redistribute the power within the music industry. And they're going to do that using smart contracts. Think about it. Uh, the problem, the main problem in the music industry or at least the stereotype of the problem is the contracts, getting caught up in what's called uh, 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 bad contracts. So those sorts of things can be eliminated. We use smart contracts, and we eliminating gatekeepers again. And smart contracts prevent the lawyers and the record company executives from claiming the majority of the profits that come from these albums. You know, it's the producers, the musicians, and the artists themselves who do the vast majority of the work. In fact, the artist is not the one who does the majority of the work, but the executive who did the least amount are those who can collect the most money. And, that's just because of the position they're in, and so that's going to be eliminated as well. So think about this. Art is important and rare. Important and rare things have value. Cryptocurrencies are storage for value. So that means it's perfect for art. Art is rare and important. Important, rare things are valuable, and cryptocurrencies store value. So the natural connection is there. So NFTs provide a direct connection to fans in the community of the artist. So NFTs are basically digital representations of art, and it it introduces the scarcity because it's original work. There is no more. The artist will create a certain number of them, so there could be 10, 20, even 100, but merely having that limited amount is a creation of scarcity. Whereas with a single, they'll just keep printing another one. You want another one, they'll keep printing you another one. And the record company will keep getting, more money as you keep printing them. But if you, the artist, built scarcity into the equation, meaning like Nipsey did, when he created his album and was selling them for $100, $1,000, or something like that. Well, that's creating some demand and some scarcity. So changing the game, changing the rules is what's happening. Fans will be able to own an original limited piece of art from the artist with NFTs. And then ICOs are being used right now to finance films. And with the ICO process, we'll now be able to have African American films that otherwise wouldn't even got off the ground. So, I would love to see a movie about, Mansa Musa, uh, uh, Shaka Zulu. The list keep going on and on. I mean, I want to see all of that. These historical movies are pretty much the only things I like, and the Marvel and stuff like that. Well, we could create our own movies of those genres. Well, how are we going to do it? Because movies cost a lot, right? Well, here's one way that films are being financed on the blockchain. Since we can slice things up into tokens and basically the securitization process that I mentioned a couple of videos ago. Well, we can use smart contracts to tokenize the film. So what's happening in some instances is companies are tokenizing each frame of a movie. Now, think about it. There are 24 frames per second in a movie. So for you to be able to see the motion, naturally, it needs to be 24 frames for each second. Now, you can slice the movie into frames. And so if we tokenize each frame of the movie, 24 frames per second, well, if a movie is 90 minutes, so 60 seconds in a minute, that's 90 minutes, that's 129,600 slices. So if we had 1,000 people, if we had people invest in the movie and only contribute $100 per frame is your investment. Well, that's $129,600,000 to make this movie. So what if the movie made $1 billion? That's not absurd, right? This is the type of revenue that's generated by movies. Well, obviously those investors would have a quite substantial return. So that's just one methodology of financing films, but I'm telling you, just put it on top of your mind. If you're a filmmaker, if you're a story writer or animator or something like that, you need to understand how this works and you need to be involved and try to make some of these projects happen. So ICOs already raise billions of dollars for small projects, and that is democratizing access to investing in film projects. So crowdfunding along with cryptocurrencies and the blockchain are changing every aspect about film, video, music, video games, all that. And crypto is at the heart of it. And hey, get in where you fit in. Just be a part of this. It's going to be some big things on the horizon. I'll talk to you more about it in the next lesson. Thanks.